Welcome to Kit Catastrophe. My name is Kit, and today we'll be taking a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Skytread. This figure came out in 2018 as part of Wave 1 of the Deluxe assortment. Skytread, who used to be named Flywheels, is a special case. He is a duocon, which means he transforms into two separate vehicle modes at the same time. For the sake of simplicity, we'll be taking a look at each of them separately. Starting with the tank mode, this vehicle mode looks very good for what it is. That being a pair of folded up legs, of course. The molded detail is absolutely breathtaking, and the paintwork is superb. The treads are awash with a brilliant silver sheen, the same color of which is also used as a weathering effect on either side of the tank. Say what you will of the battle-damaged decos of Siege figures, but I think Flywheels handles it well. To complete the tank mode, one must plug in the EM24 IR laser launcher to form the barrel, but it doesn't exactly sit flush in the peg. When I first got this guy, I didn't even think the turret could actually stay in place. As for other issues, the two panels forming the upper rear don't want to click into place on top, and there is a major gap in the back. Skytread's jet mode fares a little better, but only just. This is a very adequate small jet that resembles a Harrier to my layman eye. It's cast in a nice maroon plastic featuring the same level of sculpted detail as the tank, and also features plentiful silver trim on the wings and tail. The blue of the cockpit is especially vibrant and does a lot to break up the color scheme. However, the niceness of this jet mode can only go so far when there are two bulky arms hanging from the underside, completely ruining any semblance of aerodynamics this jet mode would have. However, unlike the tank, this jet holds together very strongly. Skytread comes with one accessory other than the tank turret, the HV Electron Breacher, a handgun of sorts that can plug underneath the nose of the jet, among other places. The jet and the tank are absolutely riddled with 5mm ports for endless playability. The jet features 6, 2 under the wings, 2 under the fuselage, 1 under the nose, and 1 on top. The tank features 5, 1 at the turret, 2 on either side of that, and 2 near the back. Feel free to mix and match to your heart's desire. Transformation is extremely easy, especially when compared to Power the Prime's Battle Trap and all of his fiddly extraneous parts. Since Skytread is not made up of 2 separate robots, he is free to use all his engineering for a very cohesive and clean robot mode. The tank does a quick unfurl to make some legs, while the jet actually has a very involved transformation that even includes flipping out some flank panels just to clean up the robot mode. Feel free to combine the two before flipping the nose cone down in order to facilitate a dynamic head reveal. Skytread's robot mode is absolutely perfect in every way. The proportions are spot on, and the color scheme is clean and concise. I love how the vivid cockpit is able to bring a splash of vibrancy to an otherwise drab color scheme. There's hardly any kibble to speak of, unless you count the tail of the jet. It does impede articulation somewhat, but I like how the jet looks being draped over Skytread's shoulders. The wings can be swept all the way backwards, or can be laid flat against his shoulders, but I prefer an intermediate position, as it just looks more dynamic. Skytread features 9 5mm ports usable by his 2 accessories. My preferred configuration features the tank barrel mounted on his right arm, sort of like Megatron's fusion cannon, and the handgun placed in his left hand. If you so desire, the 2 weapons can combine to form what is called the LRRF Suspension Ray Super Launcher. I don't exactly know what that entails, but I know it consists of a tank barrel grafted onto the end of a handgun. Needless to say, I don't really use this configuration. As for other play options, Skytread is able to combine with any weaponizer figure from the Siege line using an array of 5mm ports, plus 2 more ports at the bottom of his feet. Also, both of Skytread's components are compatible with Battle Trap, meaning you can create Battletread and Skytrap. Let's talk posing. Skytread's primary joints include a ball-jointed head with unlimited spin, but is impeded in any other range of motion, completely free universal joints at the shoulders, elbows that bend more than 90 degrees, universal joints at the hips that are only blocked by the tail of the jet, and knees which bend only 90 degrees. Skytread's secondary joints include unlimited bicep swivels due to the transformation, a waist swivel blocked by the tail of the jet, unhindered thigh swivels, and a good ankle tilt. The feet can also rock forward and backward. Skytread's only tertiary joints are the adjustable wings. Skytread meets all of my basic requirements and meets most of my intermediate requirements, making him a rather posable figure. Despite the kibble tail, he doesn't really feel limited in any meaningful way, and you can get some rather dynamic poses out of this guy. Back when I reviewed Battletrap, I was hoping Skytread would also be made from 2 Legend-scaled figures, but after having a good amount of time handling him, I can see that it was actually Battletrap that suffered. Skytread features 2 very nice alternate modes, and one of the cleanest robot modes I've seen to date. He is absolutely worth picking up, and may just be the best figure of Wave 1. This has been Kit Catastrophe. It's time to transform and roll out.